Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nicole Nalepa. It is 7 o'clock on your Wednesday morning, May 5th. We are following some breaking news from overnight in Hartford, where police have confirmed with us that one man has died after a shooting. Now, officers tell us 33-year-old Shaquan Jones died at the hospital. This shooting happened just before 6:30 last night on Norwich Street. 2 other men in their 20s were also shot, but we are told they are expected to survive. Also, Eyewitness News is your vaccine authority, and we're learning that next week the FDA is expected to authorize emergency use of the Pfizer vaccine for those 12 to 15 years old. We are also learning of another trial that Pfizer is conducting right now involving kids as young as 6 months old. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aya Galal is breaking down what you need to know this morning.
Right now, Connecticut's positivity rate is at 3%. About 40% of Americans are fully vaccinated. President Biden wants to see that number go up this summer. As the president's administration works to try to increase vaccination rates, we're getting an exclusive look into a Pfizer vaccine trial involving those who are 6 months old to 11 years old. Eloise LaCour is 3 years old. She's from California and is among the 144 children enrolled in one phase of Pfizer's trial of the COVID vaccine.
As much protection as we can provide for our children and their future, I think is important to invest in that.
The 3-year-old got her first dose 2 weeks ago.
She didn't even have a sore arm.
Doctors say children will help us get to herd immunity.
Children make up 20% of the population, and it'll be important to have them vaccinated as well.
Pfizer is expecting 4,600 children internationally will participate in the trial's 3 phases. Aya Galal, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Starting today, it's going to be a lot easier to enjoy a meal outside your favorite restaurant in West Hartford. Town leaders are planning to set up barriers in Blueback Square and West Hartford Center to expand outdoor dining. Those same barriers were taken down in November as the temperatures started to dip. But now that the warm weather is coming back, we'll be seeing a lot more outside dining options. The barriers will limit parking in West Hartford Center and Blueback Square, so you may want to show up early to get a table. Now, we've posted 2 comprehensive maps that break down exactly how parking and seating will be impacted, and that's on our Channel 3 app.
All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. 7:02. We do have a little bit of a deficit we're going to chip away at during the day today. You'll notice 1 3/4 of an inch shy at Bradley, 1 1/4 inch shy in Bridgeport. So we still need a little rain. This is since the meteorological spring began back on March 1st. Our Doppler is dry. There's a little bit of drizzle out there for you this morning. You'll notice we had some moderate to heavy showers pass through parts of northern Connecticut right up against the Mass border overnight last night through early this morning. But now we're just dry with the exception of that little bit of drizzle out there. All right, as you can see from our old Saybrook iCam, we have some fog out there and reduced visibility. More of the same in Hartford. The temperatures are okay, 51. The typical overnight low is about 44. So we're doing a little bit better than that, but the numbers don't go too far today. We're talking about numbers in the upper 50s, maybe some low 60s, but don't expect too much in the way of sunshine during the day today. As we take a look at the New Haven Green, not a lot of wind out there, and there is fog in the distance with the wind out of the east-southeast at 7. All right, now the numbers, you'll notice the icons go back over to rain starting at noontime today. So that's when the next batch of rain is expected to roll in. And there could even be a little lightning and thunder in some of these embedded storms. We're not expecting severe weather during the day today. But as always, if you hear a clap of thunder or see a little lightning, you want to remain indoors. All right, the temperatures along the shoreline will get close to 60 degrees today. And here are the numbers, a very tight temperature gradient this morning. Everybody's enjoying the same air mass, that soupy, humid, foggy air mass. 48 degrees right now, Putnam, Norwich, Groton, Chester, Waterbury, Torrington, 49 in Meriden, and then you jump to 50 and 51. But again, a very tight temperature gradient this morning, and the winds are out of the southeast, some are out of the northeast, and very light at this point. All right, so there goes the rain. Let me widen out the shot. Here comes another batch. Yep, it's back over Pennsylvania. So that's all getting ready to roll on into Connecticut. And as you can see, a little cluster of activity moving to the south of Connecticut this morning with some lightning and thunder. So we're kind of glad that stayed away from us. We could have used some of that beneficial rain that moved to the north of us overnight, but it didn't come in. So we're getting ready for another batch. And according to early warning Futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, it'll be here by about noon time. Futurecast is a little underplayed. I think we're going to see a little bit more in the way of rain and possibly some thunderstorms through the evening. And then tonight we're going to clear things out, and tomorrow is a much better day. All right, daytime highs today climb into the upper 50s, low 60s, which is shy of the normal. 69 is the normal high for this time of year. Don't forget, May 10th, it's the first day of the year that the average high is 70 degrees. And we don't have any 70s on the 7-day forecast, though. Rain is expected today. The possibility of thunder does exist. And then your 7-day forecast includes a nice day tomorrow, and then a cooler day on Friday. Friday looks like a pretty good day. I think the rain is going to hold off. There could be a brief shower in the evening. And then Saturday, unfortunately, a cooler day with showers. And we're going optimistically dry for Mother's Day, Sunday, with a temperature of 65. So you'll notice the temperature's a little bit cooler than average, trending right across the next 7 days. All right, 7:06 is now the time. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. We turn you now to Southington, where thousands of residents came out to vote in a controversial referendum on land preservation. Residents had to decide whether the town should spend $4.5 million to acquire development rights to the Southington golf course. Ultimately, residents voted that they wanted to preserve it. More than 2,000 people voted yes, and only 719 voted no.
It's so important that we as a community preserve the land that we have. And that's what we saw tonight. The people spoke.
The golf course owners still own the country club, but they lose the rights to build subdivisions on the property. And town officials say the next step is meeting with the owners and finalizing the development rights. Happening today, former President Trump will learn whether he can return to Facebook. The social media giant's oversight committee will be announcing this morning whether the ban is indefinite. Facebook cited public safety when it banned Trump 4 months ago, and this was, of course, in the wake of the January 6th Capitol Hill riot. And now critics say the social media giant should focus on free speech. In Minnesota, we are working to learn when a judge may respond to an appeal from Derek Chauvin's legal team. Chauvin's lawyers are asking for a new trial. His lead attorney made allegations of jury misconduct, prosecutorial misconduct, witness intimidation, and the impact of publicity. A jury convicted the former Minneapolis police officer last month on all 3 counts in the death of George Floyd. The lawyer also said the court abused its discretion in not granting a change of venue or sequestering the jury. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Wednesday morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. We hope you have a great day. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Be healthy, be safe, be positive.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are, on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.